So everybody, we got my favorite 5 betting picks for NFL Week 2. Let's win some cash. Yay, our first pick is going to be Lamar Jackson over 44.5 rushing yards. The Baltimore Ravens are going to be in Cincinnati against a team in the Bengals, which, kind of got beat up on the ground by Nick Chubb. Obviously, Nick Chubb is Nick Chubb, but Lamar Jackson is one of the best rushers as well in the NFL, and he looked rusty in Week 1 against the Houston Texans. It's a big divisional matchup. Probably no Mark Andrews, so expect Lamar, Todd Monken, and the Ravens to want to get going. Get Lamar in space, get him on the ground, get him some rushes. And 44.5 is not that big of a total for him. Expect the over. Okay, for our next pick, we have Rachaad White over 53.5 rushing yards going against the Chicago Bears. Why that's important, the Chicago Bears were the second worst rushing defense in the NFL in 2022. They followed that up with not a very good performance against Aaron Jones last week. And Rachaad White, he might not have been the most efficient runner last week against the Minnesota Vikings. However, the volume was there. 17 carries, that's a great amount of rushes right there, especially in a game that wasn't a blowout or anything. So expect him to eat up against the Chicago Bears and definitely hit the over on that. Next, we have the Washington Commanders to cover, plus 3.5 against the Denver Broncos. This is as simple as kind of betting against Russell Wilson. I feel like the odds makers, they looked at the Commanders versus Cardinals in Week 1. They were disappointed by how the Commanders played. And they kind of, I think they're underestimating how good that team can be with Sam Howell. I don't think Russell Wilson has it anymore. He doesn't have a lot of juice left in him. He's fallen out of that prime. And I think the Commanders, even if they don't win, they're not going to lose by more than a field goal. Hammer that point spread plus 3.5 for the Commanders. Third, we have the Seattle Seahawks and Detroit Lions going over 44.5 points. It's an alternate total. Obviously, the real total is 47.5 right there. But I like to kind of buy down my points because sometimes the small difference in odds right there and the three different points you're going to get there is the difference between walking to the bank and breaking your TV. So the last 2 times the Seahawks and Lions have met up, it's been an absolute shootout. Once again, both their defenses look iffy. Both their offenses look heavy, lots of volume, lots of passes, lots of plays. I think it's definitely going to hit that over right there. I'm looking at a prediction of almost like a 31-24 game, so you're going to have space, but it's going to hit the over. Stay conservative. 44.5 is a perfect spot to bet on. Then finally, we have Zach Wilson to throw an interception against the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, the Dallas Cowboys massacred Daniel Jones and the Giants on primetime television. That defense looks very scary. They looked amazing last year. They're looking great again. And now they're going against Zach Wilson, much to many of our NFL fans' dismay. We wanted to see Aaron Rodgers, but we're getting Zach Wilson. Best believe Zach Wilson, he will be throwing an interception sometime during that game. His TD to interception ratio is so close. It's almost 1 for 1. Going against a great defense like that, they're going to get pressured. They're going to force a bad pass, and they're going to get an interception. And now if you were to parlay all our picks together, you're looking at plus 1,352. Bet $10, win $135. I'm going to use my free bonus bet on this right here. I should be putting a lot more into it, but I thought whip it up. Just put a little quick bonus bet on there. Place the bet, get it done. I will see you guys on Monday when I recap this video, $135 richer. Thanks for watching. Place from the picks if you want. Hopefully we can all get a nice little pot of profit. Thanks, guys.